Hi there, it's Myra here, and you're on the channel Beauty and Scent with Myra. Today we're going to talk about the best eyeshadow palettes for fair skin tones. And me as a fair girl, yes, I do understand that it's so difficult to find an eyeshadow palette that actually will work with a fair skin tone because I am very light. Honestly speaking, yes, you cannot see that in camera, but I have a very white skin tone. In Fenty Beauty, I'm the shade 150. And yes, it's very difficult to find something that's gonna work, that's gonna blend out properly, that's not gonna look like too much on me. And therefore, I decided to prepare the top 10 palettes for fair skin tone for you guys as well. Maybe there's some of you who are facing the same issue. Before we get started, I would really appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. It will really help the channel grow. So let's get into it. We are going to start from colorful palettes, and the first one is this one. The Glaminatrix palette is the Pretty in Pastels, and these pastels are perfect for light skin tones because, as you can see, they have like this pinky lilac row, they have this orangey yellow row, green and blue, and all of those shades are light enough to blend out great on the fair skin tone. Also, the sparkles here, let me just show you the sparkles because the top row I think was just made for fair skin toned girlies. Look at that. It looks so light and so ethereal at the same time. It really will suit anyone with a fair to light skin tone. And obviously deeper skin tones can use it as well, but it's gonna look very light on them. Now, as you can see, the mattes are also very light. And with pastels, one of the most difficult things is making the matte shadows visible, but also not too pigmented, because sometimes the pastel shadows are very light, but at the same time they're so white that you actually blend it out to nothing on the eyes. But these, as you can see, they do have pigment which is not too white, and that's why it shows up on the skin and it's not going to blend out to nothing. Next colorful palette is the ColourPop Lilac You a lot, and this is my dream because these purples have the perfect undertone. They don't look too cool toned, but they also do not look too warm toned. They have this neutral undertone. Obviously, being purple, they are quite cool leaning. However, most purples, unfortunately, they do not have this neutral undertone in order to look good on fair skin. This palette does. I'm going to insert some photos of me using this palette so you can see how perfectly it blends and how it doesn't look like a dark under eye, because some purples tend to do that, unfortunately. And let me try to show you the sparkles here, the metallic shadows. They also have like this perfect undertone that is flattering on fair skin tones. So if you are a fair toned skin girly and you love purples, you're gonna go either for this one or the Kaleidos Lunar Lavender. That one is perfect for fair skin tones as well. Now, quite a recent release, well, recent, I think it's been like a year, is the Sugar palette from ABH. And this one again, with the mattes have this perfect undertone that is not too cool toned, but also not too warm toned. It's like this perfect neutral undertone that's going to be flattering even if you're fair but you have like a more cool undertone or a warm undertone or a neutral undertone. These are going to be flattering for everyone. Then the shimmers, they are light enough for fair skin tones, but at the same time they're interesting enough for fair skin tones. There you go. As you can see, these two are very shiny. This purple is more like a metallic, I would say, or maybe a satin shade. It's not that sparkly, but the top two are very sparkly. If you do enjoy that kind of look, you're gonna love it. And as you can see, the shades are quite translucent, and that way it's very easy to pull off on fair skin tones. Even this one, it's a duochrome from blue to purple, like pinkish purple. From here I see the purple and the pink, and you guys see only the blue, I think. But as you can see, this is going to be so flattering on fair skin tones just because it has the correct undertone. It has this translucency that is going to suit any undertone if you have fair skin tone. Okay, let's count how many times in this video I'm gonna say fair skin tone, cool tone, warm tone, any tone skin. Yeah, sorry, but that's the whole point of this video. I'm showing you the palettes that are actually suitable for fair skin tones with any type of undertone. Because me, for example, I have neutral. I can pull off warms and cool tones and neutrals, obviously. But if the palette itself has a neutral undertone, then no matter what undertone you have, it's going to look good. Now, next one up is this small palette. It's the Natasha Denona Mini Rose palette. I think this one is perfect because you can go very light with these 3 shades. You can add a liner with a dark shade, and if, for example, you're going out, you can use this deeper dual chrome shade. Again, I'm gonna show you the same thing because I do consider this to be a very good cohesive palette that you actually can use for any type of look. I love this sparkle. The sparkle looks very good. Again, it has this translucent base and it's pinky with different colored sparkles in it. Looks very good. And again, no matter the skin tone, because you know it's translucent, the base is translucent, therefore it's going to look good. This deeper shade is not that deep, but you can layer it, so it's going to be perfect for like a smoky eyeliner look or something like that, depending on what you like. And again, the undertone here is quite neutral. That way it's going to suit anyone with fair skin tone, no matter the undertone. Now, next one looks neutral, but unfortunately is warm toned because I don't really prefer warm tones, and it's the Pillow Talk Quad from Charlotte Tilbury. And I know it looks very neutral, maybe leaning cool toned, but it's not. It's really warm toned, especially the matte shades. Oh my god, I have no idea why they do it, because when you look at it in the pan, you actually see like a neutral toned eyeshadow, but once you apply it, it's so warm toned. But anyways, if you prefer warm tones, you're gonna love this palette. If you want one and done eyeshadow palette that's gonna work for any type of occasion, that's gonna look good for every day, that you can use for like nights out, and you want to invest in that palette and you just don't want to use anything else at all, that's your palette. Of course, if you don't mind the price, because personally, I'm using this palette just for the reason that I already have it. Because when I was purchasing it, I really thought, I was hoping that it's more of a cool toned or at least a neutral, but it's not. But you girlies who prefer warm tones, this is very good. And I think you all know that Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow, they look very good on the eyes. Basically, they were created for more mature eyelids, and that's the reason why they look good. They look very smooth, very buttery. They do not emphasize the texture and so on. Now we're transitioning into more like natural and neutral shades, not being so, you know, in your face colorful. And this one is from Viseart. It's the Paris Edit palette. And with this palette, you can create quite a variety of looks actually, because this palette has warm tones, it has neutral tones, and it has cool tones. So no matter what you personally prefer, you're gonna get it here. From light to deep, you can create any type of look with this palette. And what I personally love about Viseart is that every time I use it, my look looks flawless. It looks airbrushed, it looks filtered. So yeah, I didn't actually understand the hype about Viseart previously, but now I really do. So if you're looking for, again, a palette that you want to invest a little bit in, but have everything and more variety there, this is the one to go for, because it just has everything. So let me show you some mattes. There you go. And here you can see that some of them are warm tone, some cool, and some neutral. And yeah, sorry, you know, the swatch was horrible, to be honest. But I hope you can see that. And Viseart palettes, they do not swatch well, but they look amazing on the eyes. And let me just show you some of the shimmers, because again, you'll get quite a variety here as well. And let me show you these four. They are pigmented. You can build them up. You can sheer them out depending on what you want. But no matter, again, your undertone, but if you are fair to light skin tone, this is going to look perfect on you. And with Viseart, you don't need to worry about blending, because basically the mattes blend themselves out. Now this palette, I don't actually know how do you read this name. I think it's 3ina Cosmetics. It's a Spanish brand, but made in Italy. And I don't know what's the shade of this palette. It's just this pinky mauve palette. And one of the things here, the shadows again are very, very soft, very, very blendable, very thin. But at the same time, they give this kind of like a veil on your eyes. I would compare them to Hourglass powder products, because it's exactly what it gives. It's like this baked formula that is very sheer, veil-like, but at the same time quite flattering, at least because it looks effortless. Now, this particular one, the pink one, it is a little bit more neutral leaning, but at the same time it has some more cool toned and a more warm toned options. If you, for example, wanted this Paris Edit palette from Viseart, but you know it's a little bit too pricey, you can look into this one. The color story is very, very similar, but this one is quite a bit more affordable, so you can think about that. All right, and the last three are my personal tops and my perfect palettes. This one is from Kaleidos. It's the Venus Trap palette. It's very cool toned. Honestly, if you do not like cool tones, do not look into this palette. Look into Cold Brew palette. But I personally love cool tone shades. And this quad formula from Kaleidos, it is so good. It is so soft. It is so silky. And as you can see, there is this glitter here. The matte shadows again blend themselves out. You don't need to worry about it being patchy, because it's not going to be patchy. It's going to look perfect. It's going to look as if you are a pro makeup artist. And the shadows there, if you have fair skin tone, oh my god, it's going to look so flattering on you. In case, obviously, if your undertone is not warm. Please, if your undertone is warm, do not look into this palette. I will emphasize on that once more, because it's not going to look good on you. But if you're neutral or cool toned, this is amazing. Again, one and done eyeshadow palette. You just need to, you know, put one shadow in the crease, or just create a matte look, or add just a little bit of this sparkle sheared out all over the lid, and you're good to go. The Cold Brew is a little bit more warm toned and a little bit more brown, and yeah, I love that palette as well, but still this one is my favorite from the Kaleidos quads. And we have just two more. Oh my god, I'm a little bit worried, because one of these is this one, and I know you guys all have seen it, but I cannot do anything about it. I need a nude palette from Natasha Denona. It is the most perfect neutral palette for fair to light skin tones. This gives you an effortless look that is going to look good no matter what you do, no matter what shades you pair together. It has these translucent topper shades, which is Mia and Sheena. I'm going to show you them right now. They look airbrushed. They look so good on the skin. If you like a sheer sparkle, this is going to look good, and this sparkle looks a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more muted, without this huge sparkly pieces all over, without being too chunky, without emphasizing the texture, but still looking very good. The shade Whisper is my favorite shade of all time for one and done eyeshadow look. It has like this taupe base, but a very nice kind of silverish but muted silverish sheen. Looks again very good on the eyes. And the matte shades, as you can see, I don't think I need to swatch them. If you want, I can swatch just a few for you to see, but the matte shades, you know, they are Natasha Denona, and this formula is so much better even than the formula in her mini palettes. So I'm just gonna swatch a few, like four shades for you to see, but can you see that? It's so neutral, well, obviously, except for this warm toned. The matte shades are very pigmented, but at the same time, you can sheer them out. You can build them up. And I think this palette and my last palette are the two that I love the most. They are my go-to palettes in any type of occasion because you can create daytime and nighttime looks with them. And second palette being the ColourPop Cloud 9. I think this was just created with fair skin tone girlies in mind because yes, it's cool toned, don't be fooled. Again, if you have a warm undertone, please, I don't think it's gonna look good on you, but if you don't, if you have a cooler or neutral undertone, these shades are going to be perfect on you. First of all, we do have mattes that go from light to deep, and obviously that is amazing. And the deepest shade is quite deep, but not too deep, so you're not going to ruin your look, for example. Yes, there's this sparkly sequence dark shade, but you know, I'm not taking that as a matte. And the shimmers here, I love this one. It's a duochrome shade. I really love this one. It's kind of this, I would call it white gold shade. Okay, let me just swatch it. There you go. So this looks champagne in the pan, but on the eyes and on the skin, it looks like a white gold shade. And this is a duochrome from this nude to like blue, kind of. Let me just layer it so you can see it better. I love this duochrome for every day. It looks amazing. And obviously I have been attaching pictures of me wearing the eyeshadows so you can see which one is the best fit for you. So these were my top 10 eyeshadow palettes for fair skin tones. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that it was useful for you because I, as a fair-skinned girly, I have struggled finding shades, especially, you know, neutrals that don't blend into nothing and pastels that don't blend into nothing but still look flattering on fair skin tone. So again, thank you so much for watching. If you do like content like that, please hit the subscribe button and a like button to this video. I would really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. Bye!